thence elude your ponderous demise. So, this is your prized possession? A most revealing choice. Do you consent to give it to me, knowing that it may never be returned? Well, well. Very good. That's the spirit. Such generosity deserves a reward, methinks. Why don't you
Huzzah! You've done it! Oh, that took nary a moment. Now that we're here, what did you have in mind, Arisen?
Mayhap this ladder is here for a reason.
After you, Arisen. Quite the predicament.
I must be vigilant. The townspeople depend on me.
Sometimes this is the only place I can find peace.
Naught of import ever happens here, anyhow.
Got to fence it.
Do you know how long you'll be? I only ask so that I might adopt the most effective.
Welcome, sir. As
Off to market I go.
All I need's my help.
Nice and quiet today. That side is starting to take my mind off my troubles.
It's a shame.
So I'm drawn to quiet spots like this. I could use a bit of...
Having trouble choosing, are we?
Not much going on.
my sincerest apologies. Lady Wilhelmina is attending to a patron. My sincerest... Lady Wilhelmina is attending...
Have you given the matter some more thought, Wilhelmina? I would have no other as my personal courtesan. I want you all to myself. When I imagine you in the arms of another, my heart feels apt to rend itself from my breast.
Allard, pray forgive me, but I think 'twould be best for you to leave. We can discuss this matter another time.
But why? We've only just...
I am attending to a burden that all women must bear. I trust I need not elaborate further. I did not take you for the voyeuristic type. Why don't you come in?
You have my thanks. Had I not noticed your presence, I might have slain him there and then. 'Tis no jest. You see, everything I've done these past few years has been leading up to this. But I cannot simply end his life. Oh no. I must first expose his misdeeds. Only then will I allow myself to grant him the miserable end. Or so I'd sworn. But I've yet to find a single shred. Perhaps the time has come to surrender this crusade. You would lend me your aid. But I've done nary a thing to earn it. And recall that I've devoted years of my life to his pursuit, with naught to show for my troubles. If the proof I seek yet exists, 'twill not be so. I suppose there is truly naught I can do, save deliver him a gruesome demise for all to behold. That is. Still, if you insist upon searching for evidence of his 3 days, I will give you 3 days. I shall wait patiently, though not with bated breath. I don't imagine you'll find aught so long after the fact. And yet, when I look into your eyes, I find myself strangely hope. Still, I shan't grant you more than 3.
Mr. Allard is a noble, yes? Do we know of anyone privy to the goings-on in the palace?
The solution escapes me.
What might you be looking for?
To break the law is to be thrown in jail.
I've heard that jailers are paid a pittance, despite the hardships of their work.
Then we'd best keep some coin on hand to ease our potential warders' suffering and make them an ally to our cause.
Have you business with the guild, sir? I should be glad to assist. You. Do come again.
I cannot wait to see your nimble blade work, Master.
Our foes will soon find themselves hard-pressed.
Look as long as you please.
Good evening, sir. I trust you. You fared all right? It's on the roads, despite the hour. You know where to find me. This inspires no?
'Tis a ladder. Shall we see where it leads?
Ah, excellent find.
Very useful ingredients to be gathered here, I'll wager.
Shall we see if there's aught to be found while we're here?
Good evening, sir. I trust you fared.
Ah, how I've longed to embrace my bed.
The solution eludes me, but I'm certain there is one.
Can't work as late as I used to anymore. I've more time than I know how to spend. Work all my days. The sculptor's home is located in back, but
I'll be here, but standing still is harder than it looks, you know.
Wealth is rooted in the soil of learning.
What are you doing in here? I don't recognize you. Guards, seize the intruder.
Is this a challenge, Arisen? To see who can keep pace?
No time to catch your breath. Try to keep up.
I'm afraid I'm unfamiliar with the matter at hand. Perhaps we should have a more knowledgeable pawn join our party.
I've got a good view of the landscape from up here. Mayhap I'll spot something of interest.
Would that all my days were so tranquil.
As quiet as a milk.
Mayhap I ought change professions.
I'm just grateful.
What is life without a little spice? I'll have nightmares if I let myself worry overmuch. Ought to set my nose to the ground.
So, you've returned. I confess, I thought you might not. I was ready. Well, did you find what you were looking for? Thank you. I can't believe you found this. All that remains is to end that man's life with my own hands. I've no other tasks for you, unless you intend to see this through till the end. You're a curious one, aren't you? But what's just as curious is that I can't bring myself to refuse you. All right, if... Come with me. Allard is in the room to the left. Go in and restrain him for me, would you? Never mind the mask. Consider it a charm of sorts.
At last. It feels like an age has passed since... What is this? Who are you?
Don't let him escape.
hands off me, you fiend! Don't you know who I am? Oh, you hanged for this impudence!
Oh, Allard. I've always wanted to see you like this.
That voice... Wilhelmina! But why? Why would you...
Do you still fail to recall? Even with this mask staring you in the face. But I suppose for a man such as you, a little murder here or there is hardly worth remembering.
What mockery is this?
In your youth, you slew 2 individuals. The merchant whom you served, and his wife. They had a child, as I am sure you are aware. A newborn babe who was spirited away by her loyal wet nurse.
You mean to tell me you were their child? But how can this be? Your mother, she was a beastren. Surely her child would be one as well.
A fair assumption. But for better or worse, I didn't take after my mother. Save for in one respect. This is for my mother. And this is for my father. The time has come for all your sins to come to light, Allard.
Mr. Allard, has something happened?
We've been noticed. I suppose a scream that hideous was bound to attract some attention. We can't leave the way we came in. Fortunately. I think 'twould be best for us to make our escape separately. Should we both make it out of this unfettered, let us meet at the Myrmico. Till then...
Just let it end. I don't want to think anymore. As you wish. I shall return directly.
Ho there. How have you fared? Would you lend your ear to my request? You have my gratitude.
My magic's up.
Being by your side.
I'll feel a sight better once I've had my dinner.
My knees have been acting
You say you're on the hunt for Griffenture. Darren asked said a woefully lost blacksmith once stumbled into the arbour and left some of it with us upon parting. In your language, it is called by another name, of course. It can be found in Batal, I believe. It isn't much talked about, you see.
This is a place to forget one's troubles.
I wish they were in my boots. At your they only knew.
Slim pickings of late. No need in no touch.
Quite the predicament.
When does my
This is where I call my
I'd sooner stay out of battle, where it costs. This place.
Have no fear, Master. I'll fare all right without you for a little while.
'Tis not our place to hurry the Arisen.
Tranquil places such as this.
ought to set my nose to the ground. Family politics are no concern of mine.
Gets me in anyone's way.
Now, this is a place to forget one's troubles.
Crowns and politics are no concern of mine.
I know that mass.
You have done what you set out to do, I trust. Then come, Master. Let us quit this place.
No quarrel here.
Who are you then?
I've been on my feet all day. My legs are